Welcome into Tips for Gamers, and today we're going to talk about the biggest draft secret Madden 23 franchise mode. And if you guys like this video, our goal is 200 likes. Let's see if you guys can help us get there and help us reach our dreams and goals as a channel. We can't thank you guys enough. Also, comment down below, who do you think is going to go with the first overall pick in this next draft? We think CJ Stroud's going to go first overall, whether that's to Houston, the Raiders, or whoever has a first-round pick. More than likely, we believe CJ Stroud is going to go number one, and he is going to be the best quarterback of the draft. So let us know what you guys think down below. Now on to the video here. The draft in Madden is crucial to get right if you want to excel in franchise mode. The draft alone can turn your team into a dynasty if you know what you're looking for and understand what you're going to spend for the type of talent that you are going to be drafting. So first part of this video is perfect your drafting skills. The first goal that you need to accomplish is to be great and not just good at drafting. Thankfully, we show you the best way to scout and draft superstar X Factor players in Madden 23. So the first video we're going to recommend is how to draft and scout X Factor QBs in Madden 23. The video will pop up in the top right corner of your screen. Make sure to watch it after this video because it's going to make a lot more sense once you combine all of our videos. I'd also be in the link in the description below. The next one is how to draft and scout superstar X Factor wide receivers in Madden 23. And then the third one is going to be our complete guide on how to scout and draft superstar X Factor players, and that is obviously going to have every position besides kicker, punter, and I don't know if we went over fullback, but it won't have wide receivers or quarterbacks. So go over all those, watch those videos. Some of them are long, but the thing is, if you guys want to be the best, once you watch those and digest those, you're going to be amazing. Okay, so that's the first part. The next part here is draft amazing talent in later rounds for cheaper. The biggest goal of the draft is to draft players that are first-round picks outside of the first round. That's huge. Okay, when you get good at drafting, this is not going to be a hard thing for you to do. And what we want you guys to do is we want you guys to test your skills, create a league and simulate the draft and scout and draft players just to perfect your talent with what we have shown you in our previous videos, the videos we just mentioned. Football has never changed with it being a game of inches. Every time you draft players who have first-round talent in later rounds, you are saving millions of dollars that you can spend on even more players. Okay, think about it. It's huge, huge, huge. So the difference in price between the first player selected compared to the first player selected in the second round is massive. So the difference in finances are massive with the first overall pick compared to the first overall pick in the second round. That's absolutely massive. The first overall pick is going to cost you $36.6 million. This guy right here cost $36.6 million. He's 74 overall. And a lot of people want to have the first overall pick, but the first overall pick, even the top 10 picks, unless you're picking up a quarterback, it's very scary because some of these guys will show top 5 talent and they end up not being as good. And this is why we recommend you guys get really good at drafting. Utilize our scouting and drafting guides because we're going to show you how to find the best guys possible. Because this guy's going to cost you $36.6 million. Now, do you think he's worth it? Because when you go to the second round, this guy's going to cost you $8.28 million, and he's a 76 overall. This guy here costs you over 4 times the amount of this guy here. Look at the second round here. Just scroll through the second round and look at all these guys here that are still left on the board that you can pick up. Imagine if you traded this first overall pick for 4 seconds and you got 4 of these guys right here. Let's say you got 74, you got a 76, you got a 70, another 76, maybe just throw in a 71 there. Imagine if you got 4 for this guy here. What do you think? That's a deal? And guess what? At the end of it, you'll still have more money than this guy will here, this team will here. What's another beautiful aspect of this? Well, you could trade these guys away when they come up on contracts for more second-round picks. Second-round picks are the most valuable picks in Madden 23. People don't realize that. If I had this pick right here, this first overall pick, and someone wanted me to trade, I'd be wiping out all their second-round picks. Someone would be like, man, that's a deal. You're crazy giving that up. And I'd say, yeah, I know I'm crazy because I'm going to end up having 4 times. I'm going to be spending less money than you with 4 more guys that are better than your guy, more than likely. Or maybe your guy's an 80 overall. You found the one guy who's really good. I'm still going to have 4 for the price of your 1. Actually, less than the price of your 1. And I'm going to be able to go into the free agency signing period in the offseason and be able to have more money than you and pick up even more guys. You have to think about it. If you have this philosophy in Madden 23, you will be able to create cheap high-end talent coming in year after year and basically turn your team into an NFL version of the Ohio State, Alabama, or Georgia. You become a college NFL team with how you're just replenishing talent at the highest level possible. Really utilize this, because even in the third round here, you're going to come across guys who are pretty freaking good. 74, they're there. They are there. And these guys don't cost you a thing. It's so much cheaper. So hands down, this may come to a shock to you, but second round picks are the most valuable picks there is. I can't stress it enough. Second round picks are easy to trade for. We're going to show you here in a second. And there's still a bunch of talent that was missed and it's just sitting there in the second round. The second round alone can produce the best NFL team, all while at the same time doing it cheaply. Every position you can find elite guys in the second round, except for possibly quarterbacks. We have before, but quarterbacks are a little bit tougher to land the best guys in the second round because they tend to go earlier. Trading for second round picks, super simple, like we mentioned. We're going to show you, and you can even upgrade your player personnel's draft day every day. So that one's this here. You get a 4% trade discount on CPU draft picks, right? And then you can upgrade it all the way up to here, the Smooth Talker. We also have a video on this on how to upgrade your coaching staff, but you don't even need this. I mean, you really don't. I'm going to be honest with you. This is an added bonus to look forward to in the future, but I never rely on this to get me this to go through. So don't think that this is a necessity in order for you to be successful, because it's not. So to get second round picks, it's actually really, really easy. So we would trade like Benjamin for their second round picks. You always want current second round picks when you're first starting out in a franchise. 6th round picks are valuable, there's no doubt. To a degree they're valuable, but I would always trade next year's picks because it's always easier to replenish. And then here, they're just going to fight me. I don't know if this is going to work the 6th round, but it did. So for a 5th and a 6th, I got a second round pick, that pick 58. And that may not sound very valuable, but it actually is. It's incredibly valuable. Another one here, Anderson, pick 38, Williams. Some people may ask, why aren't you going after first round picks? And that's because first round picks, although they are valuable, they are more tough to get. There's just no question about it. If I went with the 5th round here, I went with that wide receiver, could have probably gotten give him a 6th round pick either way. Just got a really good second round pick, 2 wide receivers that I could trade for even more. I could just keep doing the ladder trade technique, super easy. We're going to have another video on how to get unlimited draft picks without really doing anything. Now another one here. We got a second round pick, pick 37. We got Miller, we got Cole. We could trade these guys for even more, and we had to bring them on because the Steelers had no cap room. So we're just doing this real quick, and then we're going to show you what we can draft with these picks here. And this will be the last one, and then we'll hit the draft. We gave up Thompson, 3rd round pick, and Gardeck for 2 seconds of the Colts. They aren't the greatest picks, but they're still pretty freaking good. And, now I'd say we got a lot of draft picks, and we didn't even really try, but look at all this. So we got, a total of 6 first round or second round picks. So real easy to do. We could trade these away if we wanted to for picks next year, even more picks. But still, that was real quick, real fast. And if we can strike gold with these second round picks, look at where we'll be. It'll be huge for us. All right, so for our first second round pick, here's a good run stopper guy. I'm going to pick him up. I would be shocked if he didn't have a hidden dev. And he does, so that's great. So that's our first second round pick down. All right, so we'll draft this lineman here. There's a lot that I like about him, but this isn't, really a drafting video per se. But if you want to find these guys, drafted the center. We can move him anywhere, 6'3", 310. He's a power guy, but his block finesse is not too far off. You can make this guy an agile guy if you really wanted to. All right, so this wide receiver, since I got rid of a wide receiver, I'll draft this guy too. I think that he's good. I don't think he's great, but still, I think he's worthwhile picking up. I think he has the opportunity to be great. Definitely, or I wouldn't pick him up, but at the same point in time, you know, I want to show you guys that even getting rid of Anderson, I can go and pick up a guy like this. All right, so it looks like we're going to pick up Peoples. There's things I like about him, things I don't, but still I think this guy could play linebacker. He could do a lot for us, and I like him. And I'm just picking up multiple different positions to show you guys. And we have another second-round pick. Then we have pick 26 as well. So far already, we're changing our franchise. All right, so we'll pick up this lineman as well. Is he perfect? No, he's not, but he's still better than average. And I didn't expect him to be a hidden dev, but still, you don't need to always get hidden dev guys to have a really good draft class. Another guy here, I'm going to end up drafting him early because let's just say I really need a middle linebacker. Pick this guy up. I already knew he was good. You could tell just by certain things that you need to be looking for, and you'll be able to see it when you look at our scouting and drafting video. There's another guy too that I just wrote his name down. Let's say I need a tight end too. I was going to get a D end or a D tackle guy. And let's see if this guy's even still there. And it doesn't look like he is. He is. Oh, he is. Right here. Okay, so this is one of the better guys at the tight end position at this moment in time. Is he perfect? No, I wouldn't. Yeah, okay. Got the hidden dev. But still, third round, second round, right around that time, you're going to find really, really good guys. Now, can I get a guy in the fourth round who's pretty good, and can I do it quickly if I were to just go through this real fast and, you know, maybe find a another really good guy somewhere? I mean, you can, if you're looking for a specific position, that obviously makes things a lot easier for you. That guy's not bad, but you know, I'm going to go through and I'm going to just try to find a guy relatively quickly. Now, this guy's super strange, but I'm going to draft him anyways because the reason he's super strange is because he's 6'1", 265, so that's like such a weird size. Weird size. I got to take a chance on this guy. He's just so weird. Not often do you see a guy look like that. Could I have found a better guy? Probably. But, you know, in this video, I'm not trying to be absolutely perfect. I mean, I went through this really, really quick. I'm looking for key things. I know what I'm looking for. Bam, 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 bam. And I'm just going through it. Okay. So, you know, should I gotten that lineman? Maybe I could have gotten another lineman. Sure. I can have that discussion here. But when looking at the rookies that we picked up, okay, cornerback, we got the 76 overall, second round. But the thing about this guy, or the first overall pick, the thing about this guy is he's a normal dev. So that part, oh well, but he was clearly the best guy there was. And then the 73, 74, 76, 75, 72, 72, 73. And then the D tackle is a 65. Oh well, and then just simulated the rest. But these guys here, this is what I'm talking about here. And this doesn't cost me anything. Okay, this isn't going to crush my cap, my cap room, nothing like that. These guys are going to be amazing. Okay, it's going to change my franchise from one draft. One draft. I just changed my franchise, and it took me little to no time to do it. Okay, so if you guys are in a league, give me them second-round picks because I love them second-round picks. Even this tight end here, 73 overall. I mean, we were hitting 70s, nothing below a 72. Is what we were hitting in the second round. Every one but one was a hidden dev. Okay, every single one but this right tackle here was a hidden dev. Still good, just wasn't a hidden dev. And I'll trade this guy for a second round pick and then redo it the next year. It's going to cost me $2.68 million. Are you kidding me? It's a joke. So guys, this is what we're trying to show you here. And for those people who are like, bro, that's not realistic. I know some people say that. They go, oh, that's not realistic. Not realistic when it comes to the drafting. You can see here the trading. But let's go to draft class edit. There you go. I didn't know any of them. I didn't know what their devs were. I didn't know nothing. There was no cheating. You don't need to cheat. That's what's fun. You can crush this without cheating or doing any of that. You don't need to do it. Okay, but those of you guys who think that we do cheat on some of these, here you go. Here's your proof. And thank you for saying that because it makes us feel confident that if you think we're cheating, we're obviously doing something correct.